If you've been watching any of my videos, you know that I have a list of 7 things that I recommend you avoid before filing either a Chapter 7 or Chapter 13 bankruptcy. And I'm doing a series of videos on those 7 things. And this is episode 3, and that is making large payments on unsecured debts. I should tell you that we have a principle in bankruptcy law. The principle is that all the creditors are supposed to be treated equally, or all the creditors are supposed to be damaged equally when the bankruptcy case is filed. What that means is that if you have done what they call a preference, which is usually a preference would be making a large payment to an unsecured creditor within 90 days before filing the bankruptcy. The bankruptcy trustee in a Chapter 7 is going to try to claw that back, go to the creditor, try to get the money back. In a Chapter 13, they'll leave the creditor alone, but since this is considered to be an asset, it's an asset because in the Chapter 7, it could have been clawed back and given to the creditor, so it's an asset. Because it's an asset that the unsecured creditors could have received, and because in a Chapter 13, the unsecured creditors are supposed to be receiving at least as much as they would have received in a Chapter 7, not less. It could mean that your Chapter 13 payments have to be larger to cover this extra asset, to make sure that the creditors get what they're supposed to get under what they call the best interests of the creditors rule. Generally speaking, the rule on what constitutes a preference is that you have a preference if any unsecured creditor within 90 days before the case has been filed has been paid $600 or more. Now, a lot of my clients will say, well, I haven't been making $600 payments to anybody. And I'll say that's cumulative. In other words, if you have paid $200 or more in the 90 days, so that now you've got a total of $600 or more to any one creditor, you got the preference. In a Chapter 7 especially, I would like to avoid having preferences. I would like to avoid having any kind of an asset, so that we can get into the case and we can get out of the case and be done as quickly as possible. I like to get in, I like to get out. I don't like to have the case dragging on. Making these large payments to unsecured creditors messes up your case. It could slow the administration of your case. And besides that, it's just a waste of money.